Oh, yes. And here we go, folks. It is happy hour. Well, at least Friday Fun Day live with yours truly, Rob Appell. Hello, 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 and welcome everybody. I'm coming to you from my home in California, but we are, of course, being presented by Stitchin Heaven in Quitman, Texas. I'm so blessed to see all of you out there. I just checked the screen before I came running over here, and I see that several of you were waiting for me. I appreciate you being prompt and on time. If it's your first time here, I am a quilt maker, and we do a tutorial on Wednesday where we do real stuff. And today, Fridays, we usually talk about what's gone on through the week. Believe it or not, maybe you've already noticed, I usually have some sort of wild adventure that happens during the week. And we like to do a recap, talk about the videos, talk about some specials that are going on. So anyways, if you're brand new, welcome. I really am feeling super blessed this week. We have 48,000 plus subscribers out there. But today, as I wrote the show, many of the comments or many of the things I'm trying to do are based on requests from last week. So we'll go talk about some of the prize winners and make sure everybody knows who won the quilt kits so I can get those distributed. I've made a change to the color on the screen for the grateful list. So let's just start there today. Oh, and let me real quick bring up my comments so I can see everybody and make sure that you feel comfortable to sign in, say hello, let us know where you're coming from, let us know what you're working on. The grateful list is something that I believe in. I think we should be thankful at least once a week for something. And so I thought it'd be fun to promote on Friday. So last week somebody said, hey, we can't see the grateful list very well. So hopefully you like the new colors. Thank you again for being an awesome subscriber and commenter out there. This is how I learn what you all are interested in. So first of all, number one on the grateful list, yes, we have survived Santa's workshop. So let's go in close. Here it is. You might see that, yes, I have 4 stitches and a bit of a black eye. Now, this happened to me on Sunday, and I want to talk about it, mostly because if I don't talk about it now, you're all going to be wondering what happened. So yes, I like to do woodworking, and I was working on a lathe, and I cannot say that I was being 100% safe. The lathe was jumping around a little bit, and this piece of wood came from a tree, obviously. I won't say what because it's part of, remember, it said survived Santa's workshop. I was trying to turn a bowl with this, and it weighs 3 pounds, and it flew off at high speed from arm's length and hit me right in the face on Sunday and just split my face open, something fierce. So today, number one on the grateful list is, yes, I survived Santa's workshop. I'm feeling very fortunate because it was quite the impact. And it scared me a good bit, and I went and got some stitches. Disadvantage is I haven't been able to surf all week, and then last week I was out in Texas, so I didn't surf that week, and so anyways, I'm getting a little itchy. But if you hadn't been following along, here's a better picture, and I think this is pretty hilarious because you hopefully all know that Tiffany Hayes and I started a couple of months ago a New Year's quilt, mystery sew-along quilt, kind of a fight challenge because of the Team Rob, Team Tiffany nonsense. So yes, we are now gearing up for our New Year's Day mystery quilt along. It's going to be amazing, and as of today, and because of the black eye, I am suggesting you all vote Team Tiffany. That's right, Rob is getting whooped. My former friend and the combat quilter Andrew Lee here has already given up on me after just a couple of sloppy quilt makes. At any rate, we're having fun. Yeah, you can get the t-shirts, Team Rob, Team Tiffany. You can sign up for free, register for free with your email so you can follow along. That's going to be on New Year's Day, Monday, January 1st, and we're going to go ahead and be working on a mystery quilt, and it's designed by Tiffany Hayes, and we have a couple of different quilt kits. I can't guarantee that we can get it in your hands at this moment before the holiday, but you may as well try. We are making kits as quick as we can. We have had a lot of them sold, which is wonderful, and we'll be walking you all through how to make that awesome mystery quilt and wonderful soup and just fellowship on New Year's Day. So again, it's perfectly free to subscribe and participate. Just enjoy sewing along with us. If you'd like to get a kit that's color coordinated and whatnot, you're welcome to purchase one of those at stitchinheaven.com. talking about pretty cool kits. I mentioned this last week, but I really want to make sure nobody misses an opportunity, folks. This is the block of the month that we're doing. It is called Toes in the Sand, and it is beginning in March of 2024, but it is all Tula pink fabrics, folks. And it's a really cool ruler set that you're using from Jaybird Designs. That's Julie Herman. And look at some of these incredible patchwork triangles. But in case you didn't hear the message last week, folks, no Y seams involved in these. You're just going to be able to go through and do these beautiful triangles with no Y seams, because Julie is an engineering master and has a perfect tool for that. So at any rate, there are still some spaces to sign up for that, and I know there's a lot of Tula pink fabric fans out there. The backing is there. The backing is included. It's all Tula stuff. So it's a great value. It's a great project. Learning how to do Julie's techniques are also awesome. So I kind of grazed over that last week towards the end of the video, and so anyways, I just want to make sure you all know that that's still available. Oh, it says I just lost my broadcast. Okay, folks, sorry about that. I don't know what happened. It said my broadcast just closed. I probably just ruined the whole video. But hey, it's live. It's Friday. Not sure what happened there. And so anyways, I'll just pick up where we left off. I was just talking about Julie Herman's cool ruler project on the Toes in the Sand block of the month, still available at Stitchin Heaven. So at any rate, okay, I hope I didn't just ruin it. If you guys are connected, let me know. It says I'm recording. Oh, a little nervous. Oh, it looks like the Dear Daughter block of the month. Is it too late for enrollment? So the videos, if you're, I'm sorry, I took a moment to answer some questions, which I'll be happy to do at the end of the video as well, but I want to answer this one real quick. Good. Thank you, Carl. Thank you, Karen. I appreciate that. Okay, so the Dear Daughter block of the month, many of you have probably started to notice we're opening up what we call Stitchin Heaven's block of the month headquarters. So Stitchin Heaven is literally I think it's the #1 supplier of all the block of the month kits to all of you quilters out there. And so we're starting to do a little bit more of a video welcome at the beginning so you can see what's in the kit. You can kind of get a start up. And so I'm posting those videos both in the specialty Facebook groups per block of the month. Hope I said that correctly. But also on YouTube, on the Stitchin Heaven YouTube site, and in what we're calling block of the month headquarters. So many of you are seeing these, but technically these are videos to help the folks that have already started to participate. So Dear Daughter was a December shipping. That means that it's possible we still have the opportunity to enroll. Often the enrollment closes out before the ship date. So if you see a block of the month you're interested in, folks, don't wait. Sign up as soon as you see it. And I apologize, I don't have the data in front of me. So if you're interested, of course, you can always reach out, info@stitchinheaven.com. You can call the customer service line, talk to one of the folks over there, and they'll get you dialed in perfect, because our block of the months really are fantastic. And I would hate for any of you to be getting the wrong information while I'm trying to answer it and recover from a video fail all at the same time. So please forgive me. We were bouncing through here, and as I was starting to go through into the grateful list, I wanted to point out that, okay, #2 on the grateful list is I am, yes, now 1 year older. None of you missed my birthday. It just happened throughout the last week. So I want to show off my awesome skateboarding Sasquatch socks. I received at least a week's worth of socks now from my family and friends out there. So I am dialed in, no laundry needed for quite a while, and I'm really excited. They're really fun versions of that. And often during my birthday, I do really fun and exciting things. Here's something else. My friend Scott Hansen and Scott, I hope you're watching. I love you, brother. He has started a tradition of getting Lego mystery packs. So I want to let you know, I now have Janice to add to Animal, my favorite of all Muppets and in Legos. That's pretty exciting. And then here's a really cool little video I made over the weekend. Check this out. Okay, folks, we are on a wonderful backcountry California road adventure, going to visit my friend Mary and Steve, who live just a ways off, maybe 7-8 miles as the crow flies from the Pacific Ocean, and they've got an incredible sewing. Don't mind my appearance, please. I had a slight accident yesterday in the wood shop, but I'm just fine because I was wearing my safety gear. And so at any rate, yeah, we're gonna go out and help Mary take apart an old Grand Quilter frame. I get to keep the machine in the frame and see her wonderful backcountry sewing room, spend the night in the Sequoia, maybe get to see an amazing meteor shower because Steve's really into watching the stars out here. So it's gonna be an incredible journey. I love getting to sew and adventure with my friends. It's exactly what we were hoping for. Sure is pretty this time of year. Beautiful weather though, 60 degrees. Guess I better pay attention to what I'm doing. A couple of deer running away. I was going to video the fun painted horse on the side of the barn, but there go a couple of young buck up the hill. This road is getting more and more cool, although we just came through their private gate, so it doesn't get a lot of traffic back here. All right, and look at this spread they've got out here. Pretty amazing. I've been out here a few times before. It's just amazing. Steve has built most all of this all by himself. Mary and their sons help a little bit, but yeah, pretty terrific.
You're doing the part of frame.
We're going through Mary's stash, and on the top in the greens, one of my very first collections, florals and corals. Wow, look at that. Mary's complaining that she has too much fabric, folks. I think Mary could have 10 times as much fabric. There's not that much fabric, really. Okay, and just like that, it's all in the back of the car. I think I'll go ahead and sleep in the guest cottage. It's that cute little place down there anyways. And that looks like not a very good sleeping mate for the night. Time to drink some kombucha, eat some smoked salmon, and enjoy some fellowship with one of my good friends on a beautiful evening out here at her sewing ranch. And just again, thought it'd be kind of fun for you to see some of these remote locations where my friends love to make quilts. So anyways, real fun there. And then my dad had a birthday and my mom treated us all to a gondola ride out in Morro Bay. That's mom and dad there. You met them a few weeks ago. Go ahead and check out the Thanksgiving version. And I just want to share, Mom, don't tell Jen that I've got this photo online, but I absolutely just love this picture of her. So I'm pretty excited. This is my new screensaver on my new technology, which also seems to be working pretty well, which was part of last week's Grateful list. And so pretty exciting. And I've got this quilt here. Let's turn off the Grateful list so you can get a full screen. So this is also what I brought out of Mary's house. I'll just show you a little bit of it. It's a beautiful paper-pieced New York beauty quilt in all batiks. And I'm going to go ahead and put this on the long arm. I'm feeling confident with my stitching work after several quilts this year. I promised I would be working more and more on my long arm machine, and I feel very comfortable with that. And Mary's given me the green light to do my best, and that's all we can really ask for. And so at any rate, pretty exciting to do that. So that's actually partly why I have there as highs and lows as number 3 on the Grateful list. With the birthday week, there was a lot of highs, and over the last month with Expo, I mean, we launched the Bird of Paradise video on Wednesday. Today is about a fun tutorial, an applique on patchwork. Folks, this is something I've been doing for years. I absolutely love this technique. I love this method. I even have a retreat coming up in, I believe it's August of 2024. If you'd like to join me for a hands-on workshop, it's going to be awesome. This is the Bird of Paradise. It's the first of the applique projects of my new quilt line, New Worlds by Benartex. You see all 9 colors in the Bird of Paradise, and let's talk about design before we actually put our hands on the fabric today. I wanted to use all of the colors to represent my fabric line, so I chose the Bird of Paradise because it had all 9 colors in it. It features the full rainbow, so that's pretty exciting to me. We have kits available for you here at Stitchin Heaven. If you're doing one of our kits, Everything has been done for you, folks. I apologize, but you will not need your rotary cutter for this one. It is truly pre-cut. And you can see there was a kit. So all you have to do is go to stitchinheaven.com, type in the words New Worlds, and it'll bring you to this page. I believe we still have some of the pre-cuts available. We have the Bird of Paradise quilt kit. We have the double tumbler quilt kit. And that one's going to be next week's video. Okay, so coming Wednesday, we're going to do that as our tutorial. So that's that quilt kit right there. And then in the future, we have coming down the Dazzling Dots. That's going to be a really fun one also. And so you can see I've got that one here on the side wall. It's strip pieces in the background, really simple fusible applique. Of course, it's all pre-cut in our quilt kits at Stitchin Heaven. This is also a free pattern if you want to download it from the Benartex website. This is going to be a really fun one, but I'm feeling a little bad. I really wanted to have it already shot. I was going to be working on it over the week, but getting smacked in the face, I've been a little embarrassed, and so I didn't really want you all to see the video come out that way because I know how many of you watch the videos over the years. And so anyways, I'm hoping that I get the stitches out pretty soon and I can catch up and get this one. I think this one's scheduled for a few weeks out. So we're going to be doing a little scramble, and sometimes that's what brings in, as I was talking about, the highs and lows. And when we're talking about sewing and wellness, one of the things that I've got to let you know is it's interesting. I've been on a real high lately, real creative, a lot of energy, a lot of adventures, a lot of events I was doing, like going out to Expo and different things. And a lot of times that'll kind of drain me a little bit. And this week I found myself not doing wonderfully. I got a little bit depressed, a little anxious, and I didn't fall upon the strategies we always talk about, which is to get involved and just have something to sew on. So that actually brings me to my fourth thing that I'm grateful for, is the fact that I really do have several new projects I'm working on right now. I've got a couple that are due early January that I haven't started on. Sorry, Andrew. And a couple of other things going. So I'm most grateful right now for the fact that I have new projects and new things to bring the energy forward with. Having all of you out there to constantly try to impress. The comments on that Bird of Paradise quilt were just really wonderful. I love doing artistic appliques like that. I might have mentioned before, we have a retreat coming up in August where we'll be focusing on those style of quilting projects where we are doing an applique and on top of a patchwork like the Bird of Paradise, so to speak. So anyways, that was really, really exciting. And so yes, I have learned, really is what I'm trying to say about those highs and lows, is that with somebody that has as much energy as I do have some very low points. And I've learned often that I need to exercise, which I wasn't able to do over the last week or so. And I also need to be able to do creative things. And because I got a little overwhelmed with all the things I had just finished, I forgot to start something new this week. So at any rate, those are some of my lessons. I do definitely want to talk about the winners of our quilt kits. I'm making sure we still have enough time in the day. We do. I've got a few more minutes until I need to make that afternoon coffee. So I appreciate you all sticking with me out there. Let me go back to my notes here. You know, I use this pretty solid here. So, okay, now on the Gumballs quilt kit, let me slow down and tell you all what we do in case you're brand new. On Wednesdays, we put out a recorded, edited tutorial often on how to make a quilt project, a full quilt project. So we did one a while ago, which we have in many colors. It's called Gumballs. And that quilt kit you could win by commenting in the comments. Why does that seem redundant? Anyways, so I often like to do that once a month. Create a project from one of our Stitchin Heaven quilt kits, open it up, let's see, let's start playing with our cameras. We've got all of these wonderful things, okay? And so in something like this, you get the pattern and all of that, but look, I've already made one of the blocks that I had on the wall. I made another block. Now this is Different Opinions. Okay, that's the name of this one, and this one's also been given out. You can see almost all the strips are in there. I've used a few. You get a sticker, you get a postcard now from me. Pattern goes back in the box so we don't forget. So at any rate, please help me get these to their rightful owners, folks. Okay, so now this was something else that was requested last week. So for the Gumballs quilt kit, this is the video, so you can watch it. It's still available, but the kit has already been given away, but it hasn't been claimed, okay? So Charlotte Cell 5732 at Charlotte Cell 5732. If you look up there, that was the commenter on the Blueberries quilt kit. So I emailed and said, please email me, rob@stitchinheaven.com. I've got that down there too. Let's just do all of this and make it really hard to read. Oh my goodness. Let me turn this off. Sorry, I'm going too fast. At any rate, so I'm assuming your name is Charlotte. Charlotte, please, if you see this today, if you've gotten the email for any reason, please email me, rob@stitchinheaven.com, so that I can send you your free gumballs kit that I've got a few of the blocks made for. Okay, so then the following month we did the one I just showed you, which was called Different Opinions, because everyone has a different opinion of what that one looks like, and I kind of dropped the ball. So I have not yet been notified by William France 9530 that I need William France 9530 to also reach out to me. Email me, rob@stitchinheaven.com. And in that email, I'm going to need to know your address so that I can ship you your Different Opinions quilt kit. And hey, folks, by the way, if you actually don't want the quilt kits, would you email me anyways? And then I'll pick a different winner, which I'm super cool to do. And then if I don't get the kits distributed, let's say by February 1st, then we're going to pick new winners anyways, because I really want somebody to be able to enjoy these. And there were so many comments, over 300 on each of the videos just to win them. So the next quilt kit coming up here, let's get control of technology here, folks, excuse me. Next quilt kit coming up is from the video right now on the Blue Willow. Now, Blue Willow, you can still win. The Blue Willow commenting contest is still open until December 31st. So all you need to do is comment win on the video. You need to comment on the video, not on today's video. I mean, I know today's a winner, but on the video you're seeing right here, how to make the Blue Willow kit. These are the comments that I pull from when I'm picking my winner using the random comment generator. So hopefully that helps a little bit. I want to make sure that I can get the kits to their rightful owners. I would love your assistance in doing all of that, folks. So please, if you have access, if you know who I'm talking about, if you're watching today, make sure, or if you watch in the future, make sure you email me. I'll give you till February 1st on both of those, the gumballs and the Different Opinions, and then we're giving them to somebody else. How's that sound? Fair enough, right? I make the rules around here and I'm going to stick to them. So at any rate, I also want to show, as we often do, don't forget to sign up for our email flash sales. We have a weekly newsletter that comes out. We have daily flash emails. There's always great treasures. But last week we talked about the purple thing being so awesome for Christmas. I got into these actually last year during the New Year's Day sew-along, which is the Quilter's Magic Wand. And Quilter's Magic Wand is this cool little tool here. So I thought, hey, let's do a quick little demonstration. It's used primarily for making half square triangles. So the best way to use a Quilter's Magic Wand is there's a groove or an etched line that you set right on corner and corner. And then you come in here, oh, don't knock it. Take a chalk pencil or a friction pen, and then you mark both of these lines on either side like that. Then when you lay this right sides together onto your next two squares, right sides together, then you come over to your sewing machine and you've got these wonderful little guidelines. So those are now exactly the 1/4 inch from the center mark. And you're just going to sew on those lines. Because sometimes when we mark a 1/4 inch or things get shifted around a little bit, I just know a lot of folks really prefer this method. You can also just turn and swing it that way there and then right back at it. Of course, this handy Quilter 510 is awesome for that. I was just looking at the chalk line going through there, and then now when you come back over, I don't know if you can see that or not, but you've got your lines, you would come back in, and then you can just lay a 1/4 inch or go tip to tip with your ruler and cut. And then as these two half square triangles are to press open, they really should be exactly the same size, before they're even trimmed, because that's how that quilter's magic wand is so helpful. So don't forget, those are on sale for the next couple of days. Looks like they're down to under $5. They're awesome. They come in cool colors. I don't know if you get to pick or not. I'm just making this up as I go. So at any rate, I hope that that makes some sense. It's pretty slick. I really dig those things there. Let me give you another picture of the black eye as I'm coughing here and laughing. It hurts to laugh. And the quilt on the wall. I want to make sure you all get a nice shot of the beautiful dazzling dots, the piece of wood that clobbered me this week here, and of course then just a good old shot of the t-shirt, Team Rob on the back, so that you can all go ahead and make sure that you get yours in time for your New Year's Day sew along. Don't forget, you do not have to be wearing a Team Rob shirt to be sewing on a Team Rob kit. And as I mentioned earlier at the beginning of the video, you may want to just go Team Tiffany at this point. At last check, there was only 3 kits difference between the two teams, which we think is great. We know it's all for fun. We really appreciate the fact that so many quilters out there do take the time, the precision, the effort to make super crisp, awesome points and that kind of stuff. And we also love the fact that many of you out there just love to make your machines run and sew, and you're just as happy tearing seams out or ironing them over again or hoping that it'll quilt out a little bit more like me. And so it's just really fun. And again, back to what I was talking about in that grateful list, folks, with the ups and downs and the needs for new projects, those highs and lows, is make sure we're constantly working with our hands, make sure we're constantly supporting the arts and sewing communities out there, because it really helps all of us continue to have something happy and blessed to work for, something grateful to be part of, I think, any rate. So I'm really blessed to have you all here. I am very happy that the Lord kept me safe in the workshop, and all I have is it's a minor flesh wound, just a minor flesh wound, and stitches will be coming out real soon. So at any rate, let me go ahead and check these comments. I forgot, thank you for the happy birthdays. I forgot to read questions and comments. So please, folks, if you have anything I can answer for you real quick, please get your comments in, your questions in. I appreciate all of you being here. I hope I didn't lose too many during the little snafu at the beginning of the video. Yes, the January sew along is going to be wonderful. Virtual hug. Thank you, Cheryl. I appreciate that. Oh, Australia. It's 9:03 in the morning. Well, good day. Awesome. Oh, ouch. Oh, that must be from the face. Oh, bad. Yeah. I know. Andrew, well, you gotta love Andrew for wearing the Team Tiffany shirt. Now, that is a guy who really has guts, that will wear the opposing team's shirt just because he loves his precision so much. Andrew, that takes real quilting guts, man. I appreciate it. I really do. Thank you again for all the happy birthdays. I'm glad I didn't miss anything. I love sharing my joy. Thank you, Linda. Yes, no more fighting with Santa's elves or the wife, of course. Hey, did you guys get to see my wife? Let me put up that picture again so I don't get in trouble. There she is. Isn't she beautiful? At any rate, so I am blessed. I am very, very blessed. It's been an incredibly good year. I am now 51 years old. You're starting to see the highlights, and I don't mind them. With all of the great things that have gone on in the last year, I just take it as one more badge of honor. So folks, again, thanks for being here. You'll have a video coming to you Wednesday. I hope to get something done in time for the following weeks after that. And, I know a lot of you are starting some of your other holiday celebrations, so I hope that those are going wonderful for you, because it is that time of year. Thanks again for being part of all of us. And